You know how sometimes grammar rules can feel, I don't know, a little restrictive? Like they're holding you back instead of helping you? Well, today we're going to flip that idea on its head. We are going to turn 4 common English grammar structures into genuine power-ups that'll make your sentences way clearer, smoother, and just better. Let's dive in. So here's our game plan. Think of it like we're building a grammar toolbox together. First up, we'll get the hang of linking actions using prepositions and gerunds. Then we're going to tackle how to connect contrasting ideas. After that, we'll look at showing timing and results. And then, yep, it's your turn to take these tools and start building. Okay, let's grab our first tool. This one is all about making your sentences flow, super smooth. This little combo, preposition plus gerund, is just a fantastic way to connect a smaller action back to the main idea of your sentence. It might sound a bit technical, but I promise you probably use this all the time without even realizing it.
But first things first, what the heck is a gerund? I know, it sounds super complicated, right? But it's not. It's actually really simple. A gerund is just a verb that we've put an ing on the end of, and now it's acting like a noun. Words like running, thinking, or becoming. That's it. Okay, so here's the core idea, the whole foundation for this power-up. You've got your prepositions, words like for, to, of, on. Right after those words, you can put one of 3 things: a noun, a pronoun, or, you guessed it, a gerund.
All right, let's see how this actually works in a real sentence. It's way easier than it sounds. You could say, I apologize to Sarah. That's your preposition plus a noun. Or, I apologize to her, preposition plus a pronoun. But here's our power-up. I apologize for forgetting. See how that connects the apology directly to the action? That's how you get a really smooth, descriptive sentence. And this is where the magic really happens. English is just full of these natural pairs. Certain verbs just feel right when they're followed by a specific preposition. You've probably said these thousands of times and never even thought about the grammar behind it. I mean, think about it. You always look forward to doing something, right? Or you're thinking of moving. We dream of becoming something or insist on paying. In every single one of these, that preposition is followed by our ing verb, the gerund, and it just links the ideas together perfectly. Okay, tool number 1, check. It's in the toolbox. Let's keep the momentum going and see what's next. All right, power-up number 2. This one's a biggie. It's all about showing contrast. When you need to present 2 ideas that don't quite line up or seem to contradict each other, this is where words like although, even though, and in spite of become your absolute best friends. They're like a little signal that says, hey, here comes an unexpected twist. Now, this is the most important part to get right, but it's actually pretty simple when you see it laid out like this. Although and even though, they're a team. They need to be followed by a full clause. That just means you need a subject and a verb. But in spite of plays by its own rules. It just needs a simple noun or, hey, a gerund. So look at this sentence here. Although he is intelligent, see that? Right after although, we have a subject, he, and a verb is. It's a complete little thought all on its own, and it sets up that perfect contrast for the second half of the sentence. But now check this out. In spite of the traffic. Totally different, right? We don't have a subject and a verb. We just have that simple noun phrase, the traffic. It's a much more compact, efficient way to set up the very same kind of contrast. And hey, look who's back, our old friend, the gerund. See how in spite of can team up with it? Feeling ill is the condition, but she went to work anyway. This is just a super clean and powerful way to build a sentence. Oh, and here's a super easy pro tip to keep your writing looking sharp. If your sentence starts with although or in spite of, just pop a comma in there before the main part of the sentence. If that part comes second, you don't need the comma. Simple as that. Awesome. Tool number 2 is sharpened and ready to go. Let's fly on over to our final set of power-ups for the day. Okay, for our last tool, you're actually getting a 2-for-1 special. We're going to look at how to talk about future timing with when and as soon as, and then we'll cover how to show a really clear cause and effect relationship using the so-that construction. So this is a really common little grammar trick when we talk about the future. You start with the thing that's going to happen in the future, like, I'll call you, but then the condition, the part that starts with when or as soon as, that part actually stays in the present tense. Let's see it in action because it makes it so much clearer. You wouldn't say, I'll call you when I will arrive. Nope, it's just when I arrive. Same for the next one. It's, I'll tell you as soon as I know, not as soon as I will know. It's a really common pattern for any future plan that depends on something else happening first.
Okay, part 2 of this power-up, this is all about cause and effect. And the so, that structure is absolutely perfect for this. You use the word so right before an adjective or a quantity word, like many, to really emphasize the cause, which then leads directly to a result.
This sentence is just a perfect example. What was the cause? So many cars. And what was the result? That I couldn't find a parking spot. See how it connects point A to point B, the problem to its consequence, all in one clean, powerful sentence? It's great.
And just like that, you have 3 amazing new power-ups for your grammar toolbox. We've seen how they work, but the real test, the real fun, is actually putting them to use to build your own sentences that are clearer and more dynamic.
All right, quick review. Let's lock this in. Use the preposition and gerund combo to link your actions together smoothly. Grab although or in spite of whenever you need to show some contrast. Use when and as soon as with the present tense when you're talking about future plans. And finally, use so that to explain a result really clearly. So now the ball is in your court. Think about your own talking, your own writing. Which one of these power-ups do you think you could start using, like today? The absolute best way to master these tools is to just start using them. So get out there and start building some awesome sentences. Thanks for tuning in.